What is good? What is good? Shout out to everybody on the TikTok side. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube side. You guys show me so much love. I appreciate y'all so much. We got a game today, y'all. We got a big time game today. And hey, we got to lock in and focus because we in the DMV over here. It's nice and sunny out here. Shout out to everybody on the TikTok side. What's good, y'all? What is good? Make sure y'all smash that like button. What is going on? It's going to be good because it's actually sunny today. It's sunny today, and I thought it was going to be snowing. It was rumors saying it was going to be snowing yesterday. It was like rain and snow, so it didn't stick. So that's always good. You know what I'm saying? Because last night's game, that was a sloppy game with Baltimore and Pittsburgh. That was a sloppy game. So I think the field might be wet, but you never know. We'll see how it all plays out with that. But the thing is, man, there's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? Good weather, bad weather. Whether if you're playing at Dallas Stadium or if you're playing at somebody else's field, you got to go out there and win, man. It's big time. And this is why we look at stuff all throughout the summertime, all throughout the springtime. We do a lot of draft coverage, bringing in all these athletes, man. We're bringing in guys from free agency as well. This is why we got to be able to take that next step, because I feel as though when you think about guys like Dan Quinn and you think about guys like Mike McCarthy, I believe that we got the guys that be able to put us in position to get us to where we want to go. So ain't no excuses, guys. What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody. Hey, shout out to my man JVB boy, man. Hey, what's good, bro? Hey, listen, man. The time is now. When you're thinking about guys like Dak Prescott, what this guy can be able to do for us, what he's been doing all throughout the season, it's so crazy because a lot of people, it's been so many people going left and right when it comes down to our quarterback, but we know the type of player that he is. We know that he can be able to put us in position and to get us to where we want to go. It's important, but the thing is, he's going to have to lead this team. You're going to be going up against so many different guys, man. The 49ers, possibly the Detroit Lions. So making sure you do the things on and off the field and just study, you know what I mean? Because all of these schemes, a lot of these things that we see within the regular season, we won't be seeing that a lot. It's going to be a lot of different type of schemes and things that, to try to trick us and stuff like that. So making sure you're doing your homework, and not just Dak Prescott, but that's everybody, definitely everybody. Hey, shout out to Los Altos. What's good, man? Shout out to you. What is good? My man said, hey, here we go. Hey, man, look, man, it's no excuses, man, but I feel good, though. I definitely feel good. Shout out to RZ. Shout out to Ruben on the TikTok side. What's good, y'all? What is going on? My man said, shout out to you, Randy. He said, line them up and let's go. For real, man. Let's go, man. Like, look, you grind all throughout the spring, right? And throughout the summer, training camp, mini camp, you get these guys in here. When you see guys like Brandon Cooks, I want this guy to really play a big time role. And from my last live stream, I was talking about guys like Michael Gallup. I like Michael Gallup a lot. He's a very, very good player. But the thing is, when you go through ACL injury that he went through, sometimes you won't be able to recover and get to your normal self. Sometimes it might take long, or sometimes you might never recover. But when you're looking at the big picture, you see guys like Brandon Cooks, you see guys like Jalen Tolbert, you want to get these guys involved, because what he can be able to do to be able to take the top off the defense, stretching the field, the spatial awareness, understanding the outside wide receiver position, the slot wide receiver position. You can have them off the line of scrimmage, the jet sweep, some of the things that you can do with CeeDee Lamb. So going into these playoffs, you want to be able to implement him more, because these defenses, a lot of these players, these strong safeties inside the slot, these third cornerbacks inside the slot, they cannot guard a guy like Brandon Cooks because he is too athletic, and they can play that game if they want to. But I know that with Mike McCarthy, if he sees mistakes like that within these defenses, if these guys are using strong safeties and these third cornerbacks to be able to be able to cover a guy like Brandon Cooks, this is how he can be able to turn up for sure. Hey, shout out to Stephen White. What's good, dog? What's going on? Shout out to my man CG. What's going on, bro? Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. We got a game day. Hey, we got a game today. I got my dog chain on, man. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog chain on, man. Check me out. Shout out to my man Craig. What's good, Craig? What's going on, man? We got a game today, but it's wild because these Washington Commanders, right? They're talking about tanking for guys like Caleb Williams. So they're not going to have their coach on Monday. I guess they called it Black Monday, right? Right. The Monday right after the regular season is over. So Ron Rivera, he's going to be fired. He won't have a job by Monday. So looking at these fans and talking to these guys, I've been conversing with a lot of these guys, and it seemed like they don't even want to win this game. But it's so wild because that's not the energy that you want within your organization. You want to win these games just to be able to build off of something for next year, even though these guys not making the playoffs. But, you know, that's Washington Commanders. That's their type of energy. That's what they do. But I know when you look at the Commanders and you plan a team like this, like those guys, they be hating on us low key. They be hating on us. And I know that we're going to get their best shot just like they did us last year. So we cannot sleep on a team like them. All right, my man said Washington will try to win this game. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't want us to get caught sleep when you're thinking about, when you're playing a team like this towards the end of the season. You want to go into the playoffs on a streak and just have that momentum, because, when you get to playoff football, momentum is everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. Shout out to my man CG though. He said, go Cowboys. JC, I'm at work. I work in the hospital. I remember you told me that. You told me you work in the hospital, man. Hey, I respect your grind, man. Appreciate everything you do, man. He said, in Boston, showing you love. Beat Washington. Let's go. Catch you in the next chat. Hopefully a victory. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man. That's why I say, man, you want to just be able to have that winning mentality. Like, you're not going to win them all, but because this is the NFL. But at this point right now, all the hardships that you go throughout the mini camp, throughout training camp, it's big at this moment. This is the time where the chemistry should be there. You're going to have holes. Every team has holes, Cowboys Nation. Like, you might have some questions at that left end position or at that one technique position, but the better coaches, you can be able to cover up for that. Because why? Because scheme matters when it comes down to these big time games. Look at Kansas City Chiefs last year, the way that they were scheming those Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. So it's big time, big time. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Sugar Daddy. What's going on, man? What's good with you, bro? All right, my man said we need a good game on grass going into the playoffs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, just getting that energy regardless of who you're playing. It doesn't even matter. It can be Washington. It can be Arizona. Just go out there and win a game on the road. I know that if we can be able to win this game, we can possibly have 2 home games. So momentum is everything. But if we get to that next step, we might be possibly playing the 49ers on the road. So it's always great to be able to go out there and go and get this game now, man. It's big time. It's big time. All right. And if you guys have not tapped into my new video, fireworks, man. The Lyle Collins JC film session, it is fireworks. Make sure you guys tap in with me. You already know, man, we doing unique stuff over here. Very, very creative breakdowns, man. Make sure you guys tap in with me, because it's going to be good to see how it plays out with a guy like Lyle Collins. I know that, he's played that right tackle position. He's played that left guard position. But just seeing him from last year, having that ACL torn, his MCL, his PCL, and his ACL torn in week 16 of the New England Patriots game. He did not play all of the playoffs. He went into the summertime and they cut him. He was still rehabbing off of his injury, and they ended up cutting him. So these players got to understand that once you get to 29, once you get to 30, the NFL is not for long. So you got to stay consistent. You got to stay healthy. So we'll see how it all plays out. I remember when it was, I can't remember if he said it or not when he was playing with us, but I'm not sure if he really wanted to play that guard position. I know he liked the tackle position so much, but at this point now in your career, just play anywhere on the offensive line, because it's not that sweet. There's always new players that's coming in here and they'll take your job. Most definitely. That's just how it goes. All right, let's see, man. Hey, shout out to Eastside. What's good, dog? What's going on, man? Hey, look, man, the Texans won last night. That's crazy. It's crazy, but things change when you bring in a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, you might have some holes on defense. You might have some holes on offense, but you guys have been doing real good, bro. Shout out to you, man. What's good? What's good? All right, let's see. They said congratulations, man. I know, right? I know. All right, let's see. My man, Crazy Jay, he said we should be all right. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right, bro. All right, my man said, who do Dallas play in the first round? Oh, we don't know that yet, so we'll see how that all goes. But at this point now, brother, like, I don't even care who we play in the first round. If the Dallas Cowboys, if these 2023 Cowboys, 2024 Cowboys are about that action, anybody that they line up against, regardless who it is, you can beat these guys and get these guys out the way. And that's the bottom line. Like, there are no excuses for us, man. Like, we have the athletes, we got the guys, but we got to go out there and do it. All right, let's see. My man says, so what do you think on the Tyler Goodson drop. Oh, what I think on the Tyler Goodson drop? Yeah, bro, that's crazy. It was kind of like a weird pass, but you got to be able to catch it. Like, they always say, if the ball hits your hands, you better catch it. But at them moments right there, you can't fold like a lawn chair because they needed that first down, but they didn't step up to get it. I'm not sure if that guy's a rookie or not, but you got to understand that at that pivotal moment right there, if you're getting the ball thrown your way, catch the ball. Catch the ball is huge. It's huge because that right there is how they lost the game. But I know Eastside was kind of shaking out his boots. I'm sure he was on that play, but everything happened for a reason. And I props to y'all coach too, bro, because for a man to come in there for his first year, coming out of the 49ers, the kind of organization that they got over there. Love to see more black head coaches, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when they're winning like that. So hey, more power to y'all, bro. That's love. That's love. All right, let's see. I said no worries. Okay. All right, my man said we supposed to play the Packers. Anybody. It really don't matter who we playing. I will want us to play if it's Seattle, if they're there, if it's the Green Bay Packers, if they're there, anybody that we can be able to play in that first round. I think that we got the talent to be able to go do it and get it done. All right. I did want to talk a little bit about Kevontae Turpin though, man, because it's good to be able to have a player like him, somebody that you can utilize that like a gadget role, or you can utilize him in some plays like a Brandon Cooks. He does have the speed. He knows how to separate. He's one of the guys that you can be able to have run a jet sweep, and he can take that to the house. So to keep everything honest on the offense, you will want to implement him early on in games, just like Brandon Cooks. You got to be able to just mix things up. But if you got that type of player that's running a 4-3 or 4-2 that has good spatial awareness that you can get in space, I mean, that's what the West Coast offense is all about. So it's going to definitely be good. Definitely going to be good. All right, let's see. I said go Niners. There y'all go, man. Every time y'all get the winning, man, y'all always come through. I already know how y'all go, man. Y'all always come through when y'all winning, but when y'all lose a game, I don't see y'all. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Stephen White. He said Hunter Lucky. He said Hunter Lucky for 2 touchdowns today. Hey, he just might. Good player. Very, very good player. As far as that running back position, I still want to see more from those guys. But the thing is with me, the way that I look at this running back situation and the offensive line situation, it got to be a collective thing. I'm not going to just sit here and just go on there and say that it's just Tony Pollard's fault or Rico Dowdle's fault. This offensive line, they're going to have to handle these defensive linemen. They're going to have to get to the second level and little things like that. It's just the basic things when it comes down to run blocking. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be on top of it, getting down to the second level, knowing what everybody else is doing, figuring out who the mic is. I mean, little things like that, it all matters. But I think that, if they can continue to keep on doing it, don't stop doing it, because if you abandon the run game, you make yourself predictable. And when you're playing against the teams like Philadelphia or the 49ers, if they figure out what you're doing for too long, then that's when you end up making mistakes. So the best Dak Prescott is when Dak Prescott is doing a little bit of everything. He's on the move, you're running the ball, he's passing the ball, throwing it down the field. So if the main thing about the Dallas Cowboys, if we can be able to keep that playbook open, that right there is what makes us even more potent. All right, let's see. Shout out to the Angry Spider. This is my first time seeing you, man. What's going on? He said we need to use him on 3rd and short, give him some early touches. You talking about Luckby, right? Yeah, Luckby. Yeah, I know, right? And the thing is, from his college tape, hey, make sure you guys tune in to this summer too. In spring, we're gonna be running so much all 22. I did set up my members, so anybody that want to be a member on my channel, we're definitely going to be doing member live streams. We're going to be doing a lot of college all 22s. It's going to be big time. So you guys tap in with me. Any of my members, you get to see all of my videos before everybody. My college all 22, my Cowboys all exclusive 22. You guys will have your hands on it before everybody else. So if you guys tap in, I just set it up not too long ago. So if you guys tap in with me, man, I'm definitely going to look out for y'all for sure, man, for real. All right, but as far as guys like Luckby, yeah, you can definitely get him involved and utilize him this game. But I think that with his type of skill set, I think that he's going to have more of an impact like next year and stuff like that. We will be looking at the running backs all throughout the whole college draft because I'm not sure how they're going to go about it with Tony Pollard, with the price of these running backs and paying $10 million for a running back. But I think that, the talent that's out there, And the guys like Hunter Luckby, you look at guys like Rico Dowdle. I think that once you can get those guys going, as long as everybody got it right with the chemistry, down blocks, making sure you're blocking the backside, getting down to the second level, the little things, the basic things, you know what I'm saying? Football 101. You already know. All right, let's see. Shout out to Take Cowboys. What's up? What's good? I think this might be your second or third time coming through. I appreciate you so much. What's going on? Good morning to you. Good morning. It's crazy because, like I said in earlier part of this live stream, it's nice outside because they were talking about snow. So, it's nice and sunny outside. I got a little bit of sun. I don't know what it's going to be looking like at 4 o'clock, but it's looking good right now. So we good. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my man Steve. He said, I want the Seminole running back this draft. Yeah, man. Hey, look, bro, it's a lot of talent out there. A lot of talent. And the thing is with me, when I look at the running back situation, like it's not always about the first round. You can be able to get guys in the second round. Steve, you can get them in the third round, fourth round. We can go down a laundry list of guys that you can find talent everywhere. So it's going to be such good conversations. We're going to be doing a lot of film sessions. The live streams, I'm going to set up some videos. So any guys that y'all want me to break down when we're doing the members only live streams, whoever's a member on my channel, I'll be able to, y'all let me know who y'all want me to cut up, and we can be able to zoom in. Y'all know how I do on my film session, so we'll zoom in just so we can see what these guys are doing and if these guys can be, a right fit for our team. So it's going to definitely be some very, very good live streams, and I'll have other content creators on live too as well. Shout out to my man Jay Tuck too, because we about to be doing a live stream on Thursday. Me and Jay Tuck, that's a dangerous tandem right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Jay Tuck and JC, that's going to be good. So that's going to be Thursday. Me and him, we've been really rocking and rolling as far as the all 22s. And that's my man. I got a lot of love for him. All right, let's see. Shout out to King. He said, should we draft a running back in the draft to replace TP? Yeah, hey, if they don't end up signing them and if things don't go right, if it don't go the right direction, then we're gonna definitely look at the running backs, bro. Even the offensive line too as well. Like thinking about guys like Tyron Smith. I want us to take our time when it comes down to guys like La'el Collins. I know people have been talking about him taking over that tackle. I think they were saying the left guard position and kicking Tyler Smith out to that left tackle position. But let's just see how good La'el Collins is right now. Coming off that injury, what can he do? You know what I mean? Because the thing is, he's not a perfect prospect. That's why I did that breakdown. And I didn't just show all the good plays. I was showing bad plays as well, because we got to show everything. We can't just sit there and just, overhype these guys. So he's shown a lot of good things on tape. He's shown some bad things on tape. So if he can be able to just limit the mistakes, I think that he can be solid for us. But we do know that he does have that aggression. He's a very, very physical type of player, and he's one of the guys that set the tone. So it's big time. Hey, shout out to Sadiqa. Hey, Sadiqa, where you been at, Sadiqa? Hey, Sadiqa, I ain't seen you in a minute. I don't know if I even seen you in the other live streams. Sadiqa, I've been missing you, Sadiqa. What's going on? Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me, man. Y'all know this live stream algorithm, they don't really be notifying people, but, they blow one of my normal videos up. But, we still trying to get this live stream thing together, you know what I'm saying, with this algorithm. But shout out to you, though, Sadiqa. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. My man said, hey, shout out to you, B-Boy. He said, I would like to address linebacker early in the draft. Hey, big time. Like, hey, the linebacker position, you always want to bring guys in there. I really don't want us to get those undersized guys. I want a bigger type of linebacker that's very, very athletic, but we're going to be doing a ton of film on linebackers, bro. I'm going to really break that stuff down because I used to play linebacker. So that might be one of my first ones that I end up doing, you know what I mean? But it's going to definitely be fun. But just seeing the linebacker position, when you're thinking about guys like Marquise Bell and guys like Damone Clark, like if you're about that action, bruh, the time is now. We know that he's a young player. I'm not going to question his toughness because I know having spinal fusion surgery and going through what you were going through, like, and you were able to play last year for the limited time that you did play, and you still ended up getting, and then the next season you get 100 tackles, close to 100. Marquise Bell, he could end up with 100 tackles as well. And the last time we've had that was with Jalen Smith and LVE, with two linebackers getting over 100 tackles. So that's good. That's very, very good production. But, at this point now, the tackles is always good. But when you get to the playoffs, when you get to those pivotal moments, when the lights are bright, what are you going to do? Are you going to step up or are you going to fold? You know what I'm saying? Like a lawn chair in words of my man, Law Nation. You know what I'm saying? You can't fold, man. That's what it's all about. So we'll definitely see how it all plays out. But when you're thinking about guys like Marquise Bell playing that linebacker position, just making sure we got guys like Jonathan Hankins just clogging up the A and B gaps, because you do not want those offensive linemen getting to that second level and washing him out of plays, because he's not the biggest linebacker. He's a safety. But, I mean, he's one of those guys that can roam sideline to sideline, read and diagnose plays. Where's my guy at, man? Where's my dog? Because I did a video on him, but that's my dog right there. He been out here making plays, man. I don't even know if I still got it, but yeah, I don't know if I got him on here, but it's all good. All good. Let's see. Nah, I don't think I got him on here no more. But yeah, man, Marquise Bell, I think that, with this type of skill set, it's just going to be good to see how it all plays out from all of these guys. And, going on our last live stream, right, guys, like me and Coach Marv, we always have a great live stream. I don't go live much, but when we do go live, it's always fire. Like he was talking about, the Jordan Lewises, the Malik Hookers, other guys that can be able to go out there and make an impact, because he understands that it can't just be a Micah Parsons. It can't just be a DeMarcus Lawrence or, singling these guys out. If this team is really about that action, this is going to be a collective thing. You know what I'm saying? And usually with this type of scheme, you can't play that hero ball. You're not going to make every play, but just do your job. Just do your job. And I think if we can be able to do that, guys, we're going to be fine. All right, let's see. Shout out to everybody, though. Shout out to everybody. Los, what's good, Los? All right, my man said that dog linebacker presence makes offensive linebackers, running backs, quarterbacks, and coaches rethink linebackers are a must. That's why I say, man, you got to be able to set that tone when it comes down to those linebackers. But now it's like, back in the day, like we got to go back in memory lane. Probably like 12, 15 years ago, linebackers, I mean, you used to try to always pick up like linebackers, but they would be like 2-down linebackers. But nowadays, you want people that can be able to play all 3 downs. You want people to be able to cover these wide receiver running tight ends, you know what I'm saying? And these wide receivers and these running backs that transition well. So getting a linebacker out there that's athletic, he can go sideline to sideline, reading and diagnosing plays is imperative, bro. So it's going to be good to see, but on top of being physical as well. So you got to have guys that can thump. So, all right, let's see. Shout out to my man. Jesus. He said 49ers fan here. Good luck today. Cowboys most likely got the win, but NFL is unpredictable. Much love. Yeah, NFL is definitely unpredictable. That's why I always, go about these weeks going into these games like, hey, we got to go out there and prove it. I don't want to sit there and just be like, hey, we're going to win this game. We're going to dominate. We're going to do all this. Prove it to us. At this point now, we've been 12-5, 13-3. We've had such a good offense over the years, solid defenses over the years. But when you get to a point now, when you get into December, when you get in January, what are you going to do? Dak Prescott is not getting any younger. You got all the talent right in front of you guys. Brandon Cooks, you got guys that can take the top off the defense. You got your superstar CeeDee Lamb. I mean, CeeDee Lamb has been amazing, leading the league in receptions, second in yards, depending on what he do today. He might go off and end up be leading in all the big time categories. You got a guy like Jake Ferguson that I think is one of the better receiving tight ends in the league right now, in my opinion. Film don't lie. You know what I'm saying? And one of the better explosive tight ends that we've had in a very, very long time. Now, offensive line. I mean, we do have our question marks about Terrence Steele. Chat box, let me know what you guys think about Terrence Steele. Because, I mean, this situation here, right, going up against speed rushers, hopefully the coaching staff can see that and say, all right, we might need a guy to chip over there. We might need somebody to help him sometimes, because protecting Dak Prescott, being able to gain that extra second, it's everything, y'all. It's everything. So that offensive line is going to be key. All right, man. I'm feeling good today, y'all. I'm feeling good today, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Feeling good, man. You know what's up, man? I got my dog chain on, man. Y'all already know, man. Hey, y'all. Hey, anybody want to tap in with me? Y'all can tap in, man. So if anybody want to tap in and say what's up, let me know what y'all thinking. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling about this end of the season going up against Washington? They always got us doing a division game. So I'll send you guys a link if you guys want to tap in with me. I got some water today too, y'all. I ain't even gonna sit there and try to fool y'all, man. I mean, I was drinking last night. It was one of them days, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I've been drinking again, you know what I mean? But I got some water today. We good, but we gonna turn up later though. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see if I can send a link real quick. I don't know if you guys want to tap in, but we'll see. We'll see. Anybody want to come tap in with JC, man? Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know y'all family. All right, let's see. Okay, make sure y'all smash that like button for me too, man. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. We good. We good. I say Cowboys, baby. Cowboys, baby. Yeah, man. Cowboys. So y'all let me know, TikTok side, YouTube side, let me know what you guys want to see throughout this game. You know what I'm saying? From the offense and the defense, who do you want to see step up, going into these playoffs so you can feel comfortable about everything? You know what I mean? The good thing is, when you're thinking about guys like, where's my guy? Let me see. My guy, Brandon Aubrey. Hey, shout out to him. Hey, listen, man. When you can be consistent like him, and for your first year, I mean, this guy, I think he's like 20, 25, 26. So he's a rookie, quote unquote, but playing soccer and, playing other sports and stuff like that and having that powerful leg, it just seems like, during this season, the NFL hasn't been too big for him. You know what I'm saying? And just being able to have somebody that's poised like that, and whenever that moment is there, it seems like every time this guy kicks the ball, I feel very confident. And I have not felt that way. It's been a very, very long time since like Dan Bailey, when he really was on his big time streak, when he was in his prime. I haven't felt so good about a kicker. And when you're going into the playoffs, I mean, every point matters, guys. Every possession matters. So it's going to be big time, man. Definitely, having a guy like him, the punter, Anger, having him too as well. Shout out to my wife, Jess. He said what's up to my wife when we went to go visit the practice facility. But shout out to the punter too, though. But just having a good punter, possession matters. The possession of the field possession, everything matters, man, when it comes down to the playoff. All right, let's see. Shout out to Patrice. What's up, Patrice? Hey, what's good? Good morning to you. You already know I had to crack this morning off in the JC Lounge. I know everybody else is going to be going live. Remember, guys, make sure you guys tap in, man. We've been doing so much work as far as these film studies. I haven't been going live a lot, but I've been doing something else on the back end and really making some special videos. So you guys tap in with me. Make sure y'all smash that like button and comment so we can be able to beat this algorithm. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Ahmad. What's good, dog? What's good, dog? My man said, I don't know if Washington going to even show that second pick is in their grasp. I mean, look, I don't know. We'll see. But I just know one thing, though, Ahmad. Like, I live in the DMV, and I know that the energy from the fans, but the team, they might still try to go out there and beat us. Because when you think about situations like this, knowing that their head coach is about to be fired, I'm sure that their head coach is going to want their players to give it all. You know what I mean? So you know how that goes. But, to make themselves look good or make himself look good. So you don't want to get caught up into any of that. Just go out there and focus and just bring that juggernaut on. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a good one, though. It's definitely going to be a good one. But I did want to give a shout out to my man, CeeDee Lamb, though. You know what I mean? Like, just to see what this guy has done and how much this guy has grown. It's just amazing just to be able to see this guy's growth and his type of skill set, what he can be able to do and what he's been doing on and off the field. He's only been getting better ever since this guy has came into the league. And not only does he have the athleticism, but the chemistry between him and Dak Prescott is everything. And the thing is, when I say chemistry, meaning like when a player, like a quarterback is rolling outside the pocket, CeeDee Lamb understands coverages. He understands the soft coverages and zones. If Dak Prescott is buying himself more time, that's going to bring out the best Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? So being able to hit guys like CeeDee Lamb when he can be able to roam outside the pocket, it's everything at this point in the season. And I just think that, with his type of skill set, I think it just brings out a better Dak Prescott. As long as everybody is just playing on the same page, I think that we can be able to run this juggernaut and get things going. But just don't get caught up, though. Like, all the people that talk so much trash about us, it's so hard for me, guys. I don't know if it's any of you guys, but with me, I can't really look at the 3 and 4 letter networks like that. Like, it really is so cringy because whenever we're winning, they're raving about us so much. But whenever we lose, they're ready to bash us. So I just can't get with them. Like, I know what type of team we are. Yeah, if we do lose a game, I'll be the first to tell you that we mopped out and we're looking a little shaky out there. But they try to go in too deep, and they don't do the things that us content creators, as far as the Cowboys on our side, they don't do the kind of work that we do. So it's kind of hard to be able to. I'd rather listen to y'all opinion, you know what I'm saying, and hear what you guys got to say, because y'all voice is very, very important, than to be listening to them for people that's trying to just do this for clicks. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't really like that type of energy, you know what I'm saying? Because we're really dedicated when it comes to these Dallas Cowboys, and not saying that we know everything, because we're still trying to figure this out to take that next step to get to where we want to go. But we're getting close. We're getting close. We're definitely getting close. All right, let's see. Shout out to everybody though, man. Let's see. Shout out to my man Tyrone. What's good? What's good, man? He said Cook's going to have 100 plus and 2 touchdowns. Hey, look, man. You've been predicting the last couple times you've been on my stream. I hope you're right about that, bro. Hope you're right about that. You know what I mean? He does have the opportunity to go out there and go do it, you know. And looking at a guy like Brandon Cooks, I mean, you have 1,000 yards by every team with every team that you've been on. I don't think he's going to touch 1,000 this year, but that's okay. That's okay. Because the thing is, like, when you see our offense, when you get guys like Jake Ferguson involved, when you get the CeeDee Lambs involved, sometimes it takes time to be able to get things going as far as the chemistry, but the better coaches can be able to adjust during the bye week. You know what I mean? Figure out what you need to do to be able to implement guys like Brandon Cooks. And quiet is kept after that. As soon as after that bye week, I mean, this guy took off, and Jake Ferguson took off, and Dak Prescott took off as well. So, I mean, I just think that these guys are just getting in position at the right time. So, all right, let's see. Shout out to my man Know-It-Alls. Hey, Know-It-Alls, is that do you have 2 channels, Brad? Is it Ahmad? Is it 2 different joints, or I don't know. I might be confused on that one. You gotta let me know. You got 2 different channels? All right, let's see. Shout out to Patrice. She said, yeah, we don't play with the networks either, JC. Yeah, man, that's why I say I don't really, play too much of that stuff like that, man, because I don't, want to get caught up in things like that. But we'll definitely see. It's not going to be perfect for us. You're going to have your times where, players are going to get beat, just like the cornerback position, Patrice. Like, they got to have that short-term memory. Some of these cornerbacks in the NFL, when you look at these guys, they get beat and they never recover. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about a guy like DaRon Bland, the stuff that this guy has been doing this year for his second year, I mean, this dude has been balling out, and he's been beat before. He understands that. They had the camera all on his face. I mean, they putting the camera on his face. I'm sure a lot of the Cowboys fans were probably thinking like, man, shoot, man, I don't know. Because with the cornerback positions, once you start getting beat, mentally, some guys never recover and they continue to get beat. But he has that short-term memory. He's one of the type of guys that if he does get beat, he moves on to the next play and go out there and try to make a play on the next play. So, I mean, it's good to be able to have guys like DaRon Bland, but not only that, seeing guys like Stephon Gilmore and what he's been doing, throughout this whole season. He's another one of those guys that's an older player, but he does make his plays as well. And when you have that veteran presence out there for the cornerback position, when you have that veteran presence out there for the wide receiver position in Brandon Cooks, this is how you get to where you want to go, Cowboys Nation. Because you look at situations, right? When you think back, you think about Deion Sanders, you think about Charles Haley, a lot of those guys from back then, and you mix those, the young dogs that we were drafting at that time, you mix those young dogs with top-notch veterans like a Deion Sanders, like a Charles Haley. That's how you get the championships, Cowboys Nation. So I'm so happy that we were able to get those guys, and I am so happy that they're healthy and they're getting into this playoff stretch. So hopefully these guys can be able to stay healthy throughout this last final game, and then we can get into this playoff stretch. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh man, say, yo, JC, why don't you ever do a live reaction to Dallas? I'll be doing it sometimes, bro. I'll be doing it sometimes, but I'm definitely I'm gonna do it more though. I'll be coming out with a lot of videos, but it's not every single day. But I always see, the thing is with me, like whenever I'm making content, I always want to just think about the most best thing to do, the most creative thing to do. So I'll be doing a lot of things on the back end, bro. You know what I mean? Like creating videos. It takes me some time to create them, but I care about y'all so much. I want y'all to see this in the best quality, the best everything, so you guys can know everything that's going on. So that's kind of like my niche and my energy where I want, but I go live like two or three times a week. You know what I'm saying? I tap in. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. All right, let's see. Let's see. I use a JCB too turned up for the game for the live reaction. I know, right? I'll be turned up, man. But I'm definitely tapping. I'm probably gonna get back on live right after this after the game is over or whatever, so you guys can tap in. But I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. It'd be a whole bunch of content creators that be live. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, if they're live and they doing their thing, you don't really want to interrupt what they got, going on, because it's a lot of people that's a lot of people that's out there. You know what I mean? So I see everything that's going on. All right. Shout out to my man Kenzie. He said, "Hey, bro, there's a lot of comments coming through, but when you get a chance, read my comment." I got you, dog. I'm reading your comments now, man. I'm reading your comments now. Usually, I might miss a comment, but if it coming through a super chat, bro, you look out for me. I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I ain't gonna be able to catch everything, bro. All right. He said definitely new media. You already know, man. This new media wave is something serious, man. The special thing about the Cowboys content creators, I got a lot of love for a lot of these guys. Law Nation, you got the Landlords, you got the HTM, the Balls Cowboy Sports. The thing that's so beautiful about it is everybody got their certain skill set that they're really good at doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have guys that they go live a lot. They do the updates and stuff like that. They, like, every day they do updates, but then you got guys that's probably, creating videos in the back that's really out here really chopping things up. So, you guys are getting this entertainment it's left and right, man. So Cowboys Nation, the whole Cowboys content creators, we the best in the game. And it's special, man. Just being a part of this family. You already know. All right, let's see. All right, let me go to your comment, dog. Let me see. Okay. He said, "Yo, what's up, JC? I'm in the DMV and I hear Redskins fans saying we don't have anything to lose. Go out there and beat Dallas." That's what a Commander fan said. Yeah, that's why I said they don't got anything to lose, but you do hear people talking about that they want to tank for a quarterback and they want to do certain things. So it's mixed energy, bro. It's mixed energy when it comes down to Washington. They're still trying to figure it out. Like, I don't think that they're a bad team. I don't think that Washington is a bad team. They do got some good players, because at one point, bro, they used to be garbage. They used to be trash, but beating a team like ours, whenever we focus and we lock in, we can get those guys out the way any game, any day of the week. But you got to lock in, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sleep on nobody. All right, let's see. Shout out to Patrice. She said the film breakdowns are so thorough. I've learned from them. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Them film breakdowns is, that's really, because when I first started, man, that's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to learn how to be able to do film sessions, because that's the king. That's the king when it comes down to content creating. You know what I mean? Because anybody want to see what players are doing at every single moment, at every single second, zooming in. Anybody, that's engagement. So you already know, like, man, it's we on something. We on to something. You already know, Patrice. You know how we get down. All right, my man said Skins are making excuses in case they lose. Unfortunately for them, they're about to get smashed. Yeah, man, we about to get at them boys, man. But we got to go out there and prove it, though. We got to prove it. But I'm just so proud. I want to see guys like Micah Parsons continue to keep utilizing Micah Parsons everywhere. I know some people, they might want him to be at the left end position, the right end position. But with me, when I look at the whole totality of everything, you're going into these offenses, they're gunning to find out and trying to figure out where Micah Parsons is. So if you got him lined up at that linebacker position, listen, between A and B gaps, making, because we know that, coming out of college, seeing his closing speed is second to none. So his type of ability, what this guy can be able to do on the field at any given time of the game, it scares these defenses. So you don't want to stick Micah Parsons on one side of the field throughout the whole game. Put him at that linebacker position, have him at that left end position. But when you're utilizing him at that linebacker position, that's when you have the opportunity to go put in guys like Sam Williams, to put in guys like Dante Fowler. So you want to be able to utilize those guys as well. And for my last live stream, when I was talking about guys like Sam Williams and Dante Fowler being able to make that impact, and with Coach Marv talking about guys like Jordan Lewis and Malik Hooker making an impact, it's all pretty much the same type of flavor. We need these guys, the guys that they're not calling the name too much, to step up, because it just makes it for a better defense, man. And that's what it's all about, y'all. All right, let's go, man. I'm hyped today, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited for everything this season. This is the time right now when you're thinking about, the playoffs and, if this team can really get to the championship. This is the best time. Like all the content and all the stuff that we're doing in training camp, mini camp. Just when you get to December, January, it's so beautiful to be able to be at this point right now. You make it to the playoffs. If we win this game, the last 3 years, we've been 12-5. So shout outs to guys like Mike McCarthy. You got to give him his flowers. Because the thing is with me, man, if you would have told me that, we had 5 or 6 coaches that were lined up and this coach here was going to get us to 12-5 for 3 years straight, I'm going to take that guy, even though we might have our hard times, but I'm going to take that guy because I'm going to be confident that this guy can be able to figure it out throughout the summer, throughout the spring, to be able to bring in the talent, the guys that we need to be able to succeed and take that next step, man. So, hey, shout out to Jazz. What's good, Jazz? Hey, Jazz. Hey, what's good, Jazz? What you doing, Jazz? Hey, Jazz, you got to tap in with me soon. Probably sometime next week. I'm gonna have to get you to tap in, Captain Rob. I did call Captain Rob, but he's busy today. Yeah, he's busy today. So you know how that goes. You know how that goes. All right, let's see. Let me shout out to my man Sugar Daddy. He said Micah at linebacker 40% to 60%, then left end on third, does in second, and long exclusively. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Hey, just mix him in. Just get him going. Like with him. The only thing is I just hope that he can be able to just kind of like, tap out of the whole the podcast. Just leave that to us. And it's playoff time. Definitely playoff time. It's time to get going. But with him, yeah, just utilizing him all throughout the whole front seven, just to be able to confuse that offense. And if you can be able to do things like that, it just makes for a better defense. All right, shout out to the 30 people we got in here, though. Shout out to all the 30 people. Hey, what's going on, Choctaw? Shout out to you, man. What's good? All right. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, so all right, let's see. Oh yeah, the one technique position. One technique position is going to be very important going down this stretch, guys. Man, this is one of the things, this is one of the question marks that we have. I know, Cowboys, you did mention setting the edge. Like that is very important once we get to these games. Because you always want to keep things inside and allow your linebackers to make plays. But when you're seeing these linebackers, when you're seeing these defensive tackles, you want these guys to be able to plug the A and B gaps. So Jonathan Hankins, he's going to have to play a pivotal role. When you see guys like Mozzie Smith, he's going to have to play a pivotal role as well, because you don't want these offensive linemen getting to the second level, man, because that's what could be able to keep their playbook open. You don't want things like that. You don't want things like that to happen. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Know It Alls. He said, I like where we are. We played hard. We play hard games, trap games, and games we've taken people to the woodshed. We are prepared to fight in the phone booth or slugfest. We can do something special. Big time, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man, you got it. I mean, and when you get to the playoffs, bro, you're going to play those gritty games. You might have to play those games where you look at situations. I tell people all the time, it's not going to be perfect with Dak Prescott. I mean, people might be scheming on him. You know what I mean? They might be closing. They might be putting the lid on top of the defense. So you probably can't throw deep. So this is when, we've been talking about the West Coast offense, and, they make fun of the dinking and dacking and stuff like that. But Tom Brady does this stuff all the time. If he sees that people are putting a lid on top of that defense, you might have to dink and dunk and dink and dack, your way, so that, it can be able to get that defense rattled, overdo it, and then they get the blitz in. And we know what Dak Prescott does against the blitz. So one thing I do want to see, guys, is if it comes to a point where Dak Prescott's going to have to do throwing quick 5-yard outs or quick 5-yard in play throughout the game just to break through that defense, that's fine, because you don't want to force these balls in the most important games. So the good thing about the West Coast offense is it's predicated to get these guys in space. You're going to be seeing the smash concepts, a lot of different concepts that we've been running, scissors routes, things like that, quick plays, dragon type of concepts and things like that. So just stay true to what we do best. If we can be able to do that and don't try to press too much, take your time. Hey, we're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? But just continue to keep running the ball. All right, let's see. Hey, shout out to my man, the real Cali. Cowboy, what's going on? First time seeing you, man. He said, good morning. Just love your content. Keep them coming, bro. Thank you, bro. He said, Cowboys Nation, Cowboys gonna take this win. Hey, shout out to you, man. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. You get me hype, man. Hey, listen, man. Let me take it all real quick, man. Listen, man. I got my dog tag, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to tap in with me real quick? I'm gonna send a link one more time before we get out of here. But listen, this dog tag is on. It's good luck for me. It's good luck for me. And hopefully we can go out there and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. But I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing. We do a lot of good work over here, man. So you're definitely gonna like it on this side of town. All right. I'm gonna send it. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna send a link one more time. See if you guys are tapping with me. Let's see. All right. All right. Hey, shout out to Jay Lombardi, man. Hey, man, what's good? Hey, bro. Hey, listen, man. I ain't seen you in a minute neither, bro. Where you been at, man? Come on, man. You're killing me, man. I've been missing you, man. What's good, dog? What's good, man? What's going on? All right, let's see. My man said again, I love the pickup of Sir Roderick. He is a power back we need. Yeah, man. Hey, look, as long as he's getting that play time, we'll see though. Because at this point right now, know-it-all is like, I want to see if these guys can be able to do it on the field. It's great to be able to talk about all of these guys, the Lyle Collins. Remember, some people were raving about the Martavis Bryant. They were like, oh man, he's so good. He's this, that, and the third. Yeah, he was a good player for Clemson. Yeah, he was a pretty solid player for Pittsburgh Steelers, but he's been out the league for a long time, and he never made the 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? So, at this point now, I want to see these guys, if they do get on to the main roster, can these guys make a difference, regardless if it's special teams? Can he be a gunner out there? Can he just go out there and make a play? That's what it's all about, man, when we get into these playoffs, man. So it's going to be big time. All right. Oh, he said me and Jay hiding. I know, right? I know. Well, I'll be seeing you, Choctaw. You already know. You be coming on the show, dog. You already know, man. You fam, man. You already know what it is. It's home for you, bro. All right, my man said my lady been keeping me busy on the weekends, family. Yeah, new job got me sleeping early. Hey, for real, man. Look, man, the grind never stops, man. Shout out to you though for the new job, man. Much love to you, bro. Much love. All right, let me get my man in here real quick. All right, let's see. Let me get my man in. Right, man. Hey, what's good, dog? What's going on? Let me give you the applause, man. Come on, man.
What's up,
man.
baby?
Hey, listen, man. We got a game today, man. How you feeling, brother?
I mean, like I said earlier, man. I mean, it depends. I want us to get in, get out, get out injury free. We saw what happened to TJ Watt yesterday. I don't want that to happen to none of us. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Washington. I can see Washington taking this as a grudge fest. We gonna beat the Cowboys, But I could also see them laying down. We'll see. Because it's you made a valid point. That's why I love you, man. You be making some really valid points. Like we know the coach is out of here, and the interim coach is the offensive coordinator. So, my thought process is it could go one way. We could get Ron Rivera playing, having them play they heart out. Or It could be them laying down because they know they need some help, and that second pick will really help them. So, I mean, I just want us to come out and play Cowboy football, be dominant, get it over with fast, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about. That's why I was saying, man, like that chemistry matters. Like just playing in Washington, it doesn't really matter what team you're playing. It could be the Arizona Cardinals, it could be the Jets, but whomever you're playing, you want to go into the playoffs with that energy, with that chemistry. You don't want to lay down to a team like them. We know that Washington, bro, I'm from the DMV, they hate us, bro. That's their Super Bowl. Whenever they beat us, this is their Super Bowl. So we have to be locked in on that and just know what we got to do to be able to put ourselves in position to get to where we want to go. Because when you're playing up against these big time teams, like you're going to be playing teams now, guys, where, I mean, somebody's going to be elite somewhere. You might not be feeling too good about Deron Bland going up against a speedy wide receiver, but we got no other choice now. You know what I'm saying? We got no other choice now. You might, at this point, I mean, you got tight ends out here that we're going to be battling with the George Kittles, the Sam Laporters. So the linebackers, hey, time to wake up. So everybody is going to have to be playing at elite energy throughout this whole stretch run. And if they're about that action, man, we'll go ahead and get it done.
I bet. You're right. And we are about that action. I mean, this is a team, like I said, man. And also I need to tell you, I commented on my phone, which is my name. And then, of course, I got on my computer because I needed to watch you full screen. So, the Know It All podcast is my podcast. And then, of course, it's me. So I just want to say this. Like I said, we are prepared for any type of game you want to give us in the playoffs. Yep. Any type of game you want to give us. If you want to get in a shootout, we can do that. Mm-hmm. If you want to get in a slugfest, we can do that. If you want to fight in a phone booth, we can do that. And if you want to go long game and make us dink and dunk, we can do that. And
that's the thing. And that's the one right there, right? I know we can do it. As far as the dink and dunk, that right there is very important. When I think about dink and dunk, I think about Tom Brady. I think about being able to dissect these defenses and pick them the hell apart. Whenever you can be able to do that, it makes that offense that much more fluent, bro. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they're going to be putting lids on the top of the defense, and they're going to say, nah, CeeDee Lamb ain't going to beat us deep. Nah, Brandon Cook's not going to beat us deep. Y'all going to slowly dissect and beat us. If we can be able to do that, bro, we can beat anybody we line up against, bro.
You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. And when you're saying putting the top in, that what they do is they play us too high safety. And I hate when they play us too high safety because Brandon Cooks is really good. He's really good. But when they play us too high safety, that's when you start seeing the lackluster play of my man Gallup. Gallup messes around and doesn't show up because when he played too high safety, and to your point, when we got to go dink and dunk, that means Gallup, you got to beat your man. And Gallup ain't beating nobody.
Yeah, you know he has. Yeah, because the thing is with him, it's like every time when you're throwing it to him, it's a lot of 50-50 balls. At this point right now, remember throughout the whole summertime, bro, we were talking about guys that can be able to create separation. That's why we were so happy about guys like Brandon Cooks and bringing him in as an addition to this team, because just doing things like that, when you think about guys that create separation, you think about the CeeDee Lambs, you think about the Cole Beasleys, because that's what makes Dak Prescott that much more better. Now, Dak Prescott is a precise thrower. Yeah, he can throw those 50-50 balls, but you really want to be throwing a lot of 50-50 balls in the playoffs, bro?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I say
turn over. You know what I mean?
Jalen should get his reps. Jalen should get his reps. Yeah. I really believe at this point, we've seen enough of Michael Gallup.
Yeah, but see, they say that a lot of people be saying politics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They scream politics. They say that, he's getting paid a certain type of money. So, they're going to have him starting. But at this point right now, don't play that game. If you feel as though that Jalen Tolbert can be able to make a difference, to take the top off the defense and do certain things, like when you think about it, right? Shout out to HTM Landlord. I remember when they had that interview, he said that one of his best attributes is being able to catch those 50-50 balls. And he felt like he was the best 50-50 ball catcher on his team. So if you're doing that, and I've seen you on tape stretching the field, why won't they give this guy time? I don't know. That's why people screaming politics. Chat box, y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel on that? But it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. Let me go here real quick. My man said Gallup always been lazy, has always been a lazy ass route runner. If it's not a fly route, man, it's kind of crazy. It seems like when he's getting out of his breaks, he seems a little clumsy. Like it looked like every time he holding the ball, he about to get hurt. But one thing, I'm not going to just sit here and just down a player like him. He's a good player when it comes down to that possession catch to be able to set the tone. If it get close to him, the Michael Gallup that I know, it's been some drops, but the Michael Gallup that I know, he'll catch that ball. It might be a dig route. He might end up getting hit. But that's how you can be able to set the tone for the offense. That's one thing that I actually like about Michael Gallup, bro.
I mean, again, he'll drop this season. He dropped more than he caught. Let's just be real. And Jalen, meanwhile, has gotten down the field, gotten open, and even Troy Aikman, the hater. You know what I'm saying? Troy Aikman was like, "I like this kid." You know what I'm saying? And Troy don't like anybody. If they didn't play on the Cowboys when he was there, Troy don't like him. And I'm telling you, when it comes down to it, Jalen gets open, Jalen catches the ball. We need if they play us in double high safety, that's when we need Jalen Tolbert to be featured in the offense, along with our tight end with Fergie, because Fergie gets busy, and then along with Cooks and along with CD Lamb.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, with those type of guys, I mean, and then when you look at guys like Jake Ferguson, I'm just so proud of him, Cowboys Nation. I am so proud of this guy. It's so crazy because this is why we always go throughout the draft, in the springtime, talking about it, leading up to the draft. We talk about the running backs, we talk about the tight ends. But when you think about these running backs, you got some dominant running backs that was drafted in the second round, third round, some undrafted. Then you got the dominant tight ends that was drafted in the second, third round, fourth round. Guys like Jake Ferguson. It might take a little bit of time to get implemented with the offense, but what you see from him, being able to block, being able to catch the ball throughout the seams, the crosser routes, the stuff that we see on all 22, it's fun breaking down his film, bro. It's like, really, man. And that just goes to show, and we all say film never lies. You know what I'm saying? So when you see a player, not saying that he's the perfect player, but when you get into these games right here, if Dak Prescott is going to be able to just lock in and get into that zone, Jake Ferguson is going to have to be a part of this, bro. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, Fergie is nasty, man. First of all, I love his attitude towards the game. He has a Kelsey-like approach to the game and the position of tight end. And he's got Dakota's back, man. He definitely is where he's supposed to be. And when Dak puts the ball on the dot, because Dak has been throwing dots, man. Let's be real with this. He's been throwing dots. And Jake, he catches them. Fergie catches them. You know what I'm saying? And
he caught that one. Didn't he catch that one? I think he did.
He caught it. He caught it. And I'm going to tell you something. Fergie is going to be he's going to be one of the best tight ends moving forward in the league. He's just that guy. He's in line, he can block, and he's also going to catch it, and he's going to get up seam routes. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to get up the seam, catch the ball, and I love what Fergie can do. And let's not just get by this. You said something. You know, in the third, fourth, fifth round, we find killers, and that is Will McClay. McClay is hey, I don't care what Jerry got to do. Open the checkbook, give him a house, whatever. We need to hold on to Will McClay.
Yeah, you know big time. The thing is with Will McClay, I mean, just having the sights on great players in the fifth round, sixth round, late rounds, that just goes to show the type of player that he is. You bringing in the guys like the Awesome Richards, you bringing in the guys like the TJ Bass, late round guys that wasn't even drafted. I mean, he is doing his part. The main thing is the chemistry, the offense, understanding what we got to do to be able to take that next step. But we got the guys, bro. But you got to give a shout out to guys like Will McClay, because he's brought in so many guys, whether if it's the first round, second round, third round. But when you're looking at guys, I mean, this draft, when we go back and check this draft right now, they're not really making an impact, but it's okay, because sometimes second round, second year, third year guys, everybody's not going to always make an impact right off break. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I think that, the Mozzie Smiths, the Luke Schoonmaker, keep an eye on that though, bro. Like the 12 personnel, the 13 personnel running that offense once we get to the playoffs, because that Mike McCarthy offense, I mean, is mismatches. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So you might see a lot of tight end play coming into the playoffs.
We need 12. I like the 12. Our 12 personnel, I really, really like. I really like our 12 and 13. Yeah, he just said it. Yep. I love it. I love our 12 and 13.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's a big time. It's a big deal. When you're thinking about these strong safeties and these cornerbacks that's these third cornerbacks that's 5'11", 5'10", these safeties that's not that athletic. You want these tight ends going up against these guys and frying them dudes. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that Eagle game where Schoonmaker caught that on the which was pass interference. We know that now. But, he caught it on the goal line. He's going to come up big, man. He's going to come up big. And see, you needed that. You need young players to get adversity early, right? You don't want to go. I'm going to tell you something. You never want to go into battle with an unproven weapon. And they've had a chance to prove themselves this season in the games and the type of games that we've had to play.
So let me ask you a question then. So piggybacking on that, so if unproven players, so do you think that Jalen Tolbert's proven? Because you've been calling for him. So do you think that he's proven to the point where playoffs or preseason, he's got some work, but what's your thoughts on that?
I love it, man. Just think back to training camp. In training camp, he was killing. I mean, he was doing everything, catching stuff, just making unbelievable catches. Now, fast forward, there were a couple of plays where he caught, like, I forget, it was a bomb, but it was on a third and forever, and he caught it. You know what I mean? That we've thrown those third and forevers to Michael Gallup, and he didn't catch it. So, I mean, this is a guy who's made crucial catches in season in crucial games. You know what I mean?
The good thing is, and when you think about it, man, Cowboys Nation, we think about the moment. What are you going to do at that moment? That's the thing that Cowboys, we look at, like, who's going to step up? And I think that Jalen Tolbert, with his type of energy, what he was throwing throughout the preseason, the kind of catches that he was making, I think that he'll step up in that moment. But they're going to have to figure it out when it comes down to this wide receiver position. Give me your thoughts on KaVontae Turpin, because I think I heard you say something about KaVontae Turpin and utilizing him a little bit more, going into these playoffs.
Right. Somebody in the chat had said to mention Turpin, and I'm gonna tell you, Turpin is a weapon. He's a weapon, and he's a trusted weapon. He's one of those that if we could get him in the slot, dial up a couple of plays for him, reverses or just quick outs or quick ends, either or. Just get the ball in his hand in space, and he can make some things happen. I think he's not an every down receiver, because if he can get punished across the middle, he could really get hurt. But I think if you put him in places to where we have him against a linebacker or even a third nickelback, he's going to beat him. He's going to beat him, and he's going to catch the ball. He's going to beat him and catch the ball.
That's why I say that, get him going early. He did score a touchdown, though, against Washington. He did score a touchdown, so that's always good. On Thanksgiving, he did score a touchdown. So continue to keep implementing him. Get him involved. If you got to get the Jalen Tolberts involved. Michael Gallup, I love you. I love you, Michael Gallup. But we know what CeeDee Lamb's going to do. It's crazy to see guys like CeeDee Lamb. That man has 17 targets last game, bro. Hey, listen.
It's ridiculous to see what CeeDee Lamb. And that's why I said what I said, bro. I mean, honestly, if he had a legitimate number two, like Jamar Chase has a legitimate number two. If he had a legitimate number two, oh my God, the things that CD could do. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the defense is already slanted towards CeeDee Lamb, right? Yeah. And that's why Brandon Cooks is able to get open. He's gonna have like right now, I think he had like 600 or almost 700 yards. That's a good season, right? But we needed somebody who.
Oh, you said for Cooks? For Cooks?
For Cooks, he has about 600 or 700 yards.
I mean, that's pretty solid when you got all these wide receivers, but everybody's not going to get 1,000.
Yeah.
That's what people got to understand. Like, everybody's not going to get 1,000. Somebody might get 9, you know what I'm saying? Then another guy might get 6, but it's just the offense, how everything is clicking. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, but I want to have success. Dak needs at least 2 receivers. And like Fergie, you want them in that 600 to 800 yard range, right? If you got receivers in that 600 to 800 yard range, you cooking for real. And I just wanted somebody to step up and be there. But my point is on this whole Jalen Tolbert and CeeDee Lamb thing is that when you have more to worry about than CeeDee Lamb, this offense is uncheckable.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, they really are uncheckable. And the thing that's so special about a guy like CeeDee Lamb, like I remember him coming out. I did like Justin Jefferson just as much as I like CeeDee Lamb. I remember just what Justin Jefferson did, throughout his LSU. Stats don't lie. But seeing CeeDee Lamb and just climbing every single year. And the thing is about him, the difference with him is, I mean, he understands coverages. He's a slippery player. He can take the top off the defense. He can run plays like Debo. I mean, he pretty much does. He breaks tackles. When you have a player like him, bro, he has to touch the ball 20 times. Or at least he has to touch the ball, or at least thrown to him at least 15. You know what I'm saying? And a couple run plays. Just having a player like that, his vision and what he can be able to do to be able to allow this defense just to propel these guys. I mean, it's special, bro. And I'm just so proud of him. And usually, you know, with these wide receivers, when they're playing on that final year of their contract, you know, that's when they ball out. But I always knew that he was that type of player. That's why I'm a little bit shocked of, you know, Tony Pollard, because, you know, him playing on that 1 year of his contract, I thought that he was going to be one of the guys that have that explosive year. But it's not just him. It's the offensive line being able to block for him as well, because a lot of times, bruh, these guys are getting blasted. These running backs are getting blasted before they even can get going.
Right.
And the film don't lie about that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they're knocking Tony Pollard, saying, "Oh, Tony Pollard's this, he's that." But bro, if you look at the film, you know I've been running these all 22s, bro. So I see it, and I'm looking. I'm like, my man is getting the ball, and I mean, you got 3 and 4 people going at him. So we're just gonna have to figure it out. We're not perfect, guys, but they gotta make sure they can be able to get this once we get to this playoff stretch. So it's gonna be good.
And that, I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm done after this. Yeah. Offensive line is key for this playoff run. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why you don't kick Tyler out when Tyron is hurt. And now that Tyler's hurt, you know, Bass has done a great job. Here's what I got to say, and then I promise you I'm done.
Okay, you might not be done yet. Hold on, because you might say something crazy. Hold on. I'm going to hold you on. I'm going to hold you for a second. Wait a minute. Go ahead, cuz.
Chuma does not need to touch the field no more, man. I mean, Chuma needs to stay out. If you put him at guard, fine, but do not put him at tackle. He is a liability. He does not know what he's doing. He doesn't take care. I mean, if we picked up Lyle Collins and he plays tackle, shuffle him in at guard. I don't want to see Chuma Edoga anymore out at tackle at all. He has been our Achilles heel. He has been, him and Terrence Steele have just made just a colossal amount of mistakes this year. Just colossal.
And the thing is, like, you know, when you think about a guy like Chuma Edoga, you know, and I look at the whole big picture of things. I know that, you know, when you're playing in the NFL and you see 70 plays on the offense, I look at all 70 plays. Now, a lot of people, they can tend to judge you after 5 bad plays. Now, these offensive linemen are going to make bad plays. When you think about TJ Bass, Austin Richards, any of those new guys, they might have 4 or 5 plays, but they might have 65 good plays. But you got to weigh things out. When you look at the bigger picture, it seems like when he makes his mistakes, it's at pivotal moments. But I don't think that he's a bad player. But the thing is, being able to play the guard position and that tackle position in the NFL, bro, that is a very, very good thing. But my thing is, he's only a backup. Now, when you're thinking about his type of situation, his type of position, this is when coaching staff has to get involved. Being able to scheme him and make sure you chip a guy, make sure you're on top of it. If he has to stay in the film room a little bit longer than everybody else, this is when the coaching staff matters. But right now, I don't trust him. I don't trust him either, because it's the mental mistakes. But I got to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. You got to look at the whole totality, because if you look at the tape, there are some good plays. There are a lot of good reps that he has. I mean, you can look at the film session that I did. Yeah, I was going on his ass, though. I was going on him about the bad things. But the good things, that I had to show that too as well. So you got to weigh those things out like that. But you do not want to put this guy on the field if he's having those brain farts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get your quarterback hurt. So.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he did. Like, I mean, he's just giving people free runs to Dakota. It's not. Listen, man, we can't afford it. We can't afford it.
Yeah, you definitely can't afford it, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you so much. Hey, give me your score prediction for this game. You know what I'm saying? Sneaky score prediction before this game, man. You ain't know.
28-14 Cowboys. You know, maybe 31-17, 28-14, 31-17 in that range.
Yeah, okay. I'm calling like 35-10. I think we about to give it to these boys, man, but it's definitely going to be good. We can't sleep on these guys, and it's going to be great, guys. We probably going to end up doing a live reaction. I might do it after guys are either done. I'll probably jump on, man, to see if you guys are tapping in with me, but I appreciate y'all so much for tapping in with me. It was fun. This was a fun little live stream. Caught y'all off guard, man, and we'll be back on for another one, man. Thank you so much, brother.
Hey man, thank you for having me again. I love and respect this program. You always give us the best and you give us your best. It's really, really good and very informative. And
Thank
everybody out there, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Tell YouTube that this man is on. For real, for real.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Likewise, too. All my subscribers, man, you guys tap in with him. He does some great work over there, and he will be doing some more work with me as well, man. We definitely gonna tap in on that side. I appreciate you, man. Cowboys for life, y'all.
Yeah, man. DC4L.
Yep. All right, y'all. Go.